Hello, I'm Stella English and welcome to another exciting episode of CrowdBox TV. Stay with us for the next 30 minutes to see some of the hottest crowdfunding projects from around the globe. First up is the XY, a secure iOS Android Bluetooth tracking tag. Did you know the average person spends 10 minutes a day trying to find lost things? That means that on average, you spend over 4 hours a month, 2 days each year and 6 months of your life trying to find things you own. With XY, you can keep track of everything important to you and take back that time.
Let's face it, you have more than enough things to keep track of. Keys, wallet, MP3 player, laptop, purse, camera, tablet, backpack, binder, cat, dog, kids. Or do you? Not anymore. With XY, you have peace of mind. Simply sync the XY tag to your smartphone and attach to your belongings. You'll never lose them again. XY keeps track of any personal items you choose and will alert you when you've left something behind. It even tells you where it was last. No more lost keys or late appointments. You can tag as many items as you want and set a photo for each so you know which one is your digital camera and which one is Daisy. XY is safe and secure. Only you decide which devices see your tags, and the Bluetooth LE signal is safe for both pets and children. XY allows you to mute alerts for the items you choose to leave at home. And if Daisy goes missing, you can call on other XY users to help you find her. Send out an alert, and others will see your lost tag when within range. Home sweet home.
Thank you very much. Oh, you're welcome. I saw her just by the tree. I found her on the app. I'm so excited.
Hey,
to
Ted!
come back and
Come back here.
she reminds me of my dog back home.
If your item is lost, XY can tell you where you left it and when, so you're back in business.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey man, I think I left my tablet at your place.
Yeah, you did. I got it right here.
Okay, I'm gonna come over and get it.
Alright, I'll see you soon.
Okay, bye.
Alright, bye.
XY is affordable, comes in a variety of colors, is simple and easy to use, and will save you hours of time and frustration. So be one of the first to get XY and always find it.
Hi, I'm Nick.
I'm Dan. We're the creators of XY.
We know how stressful it can be to misplace your wallet or keys, or just not knowing the whereabouts of your pets or even your kids.
We designed XY to give you that peace of mind, to always know where your things are.
Our team has over 50 years combined experience in hardware and software design, and we have spent the last 18 months developing a secure, affordable tracking tag that you can put on everything that matters to you.
Our first prototype looked like this, and this.
And today, we're ready to show you XY. We've nearly completed the iPhone app and are currently developing the Android version.
I already linked my keys, my laptop, and even my kids using the XY prototype. We can make our first shipment of XY beacons by late spring, early summer.
We're also working on new features, like the ability to speak to a tag's owner simply by holding your phone up to the beacon. Using the Speak to Owner feature, you never need to give out personal information to find your lost things.
So join us and come be a part of the XY team.
Thank you.
Every year, AAA responds to an astonishing 4 million American motorists who are stranded due to tire damage. In fact, nearly 25,000 crashes are caused by blowouts due to improper tire inflation. 85% of motorists do not check their tire pressure correctly. Driving on tires with low pressure leads to poor fuel efficiency, tire wear, and increased emissions. Because checking your tire pressure is not easy. Which tire is low? You need to check every tire. Have a pressure gauge and check tires repeatedly. Until now, Right PSI is a patented fill-through pressure indicator that is compatible with any tire stem. It continuously monitors your tire pressure, changing color when pressure is low. When tire pressure drops, the indicator turns bright orange. If your pressure is too high, it turns yellow. And when your tires are properly inflated, the indicator turns black. Tires can cost hundreds of dollars, and over 25% of tires end up in landfills. And Right PSI is great for commercial use too. Fleet managers love Right PSI for making their fleet safer while improving fuel efficiency. In fact, Right PSI pays for itself in less than 6 months. Know your load. Enjoy tire pressure at a glance with the only fill-through tire indicator on the market. Winner of the Popular Mechanics Editor's Choice Award for Product Design at the 2011 SEMA show. Right PSI is made in the USA. RightPSI.com.
And now we move to an interesting project from Birmingham. Bicycle will be a feature documentary that tells the story of cycling in the land that invented the modern bicycle, its birth, decline and rebirth from Victorian origins to today.
I think this is just such a crucial time for cycling in Britain.
Michael and me are both keen cyclists. We're both obviously filmmakers. We've been doing it a long time. We've earned our stripes, we've won awards, and we just decided, let's make a film about bicycles. Let's make a really great film about bicycles.
I think everybody's aware of what's happened in the sport, in particular in recent years with the Olympics, all the gold medals and the Tour de France. But we're not all aware of where all of that came from, and it's a story that's really particular to this country. I'm a cyclist and I wasn't aware of the fact that the bicycle as we know it, the design for it, was actually invented in Coventry in the late 19th century, and that's just down the road from me. And that made me think, well, if I don't know that, there's probably a lot of other people who don't know it either.
I think we're making something that's quite unique, that's quite definitive. It's going to be full of some very special things, and I think it will appeal right across the board to both keen cyclists but also those who are just intrigued about what's all this stuff about cycling.
Well, we like to have heroes in films, don't we? And I think our hero is the bicycle. That's our lead character, if you like. There are three sort of core strands to the film, which are design, sport and transport, and the bike cuts across all of those things. And so what we'll be doing is taking people who are involved in those areas today and telling their stories, but also using those to find out where these things came from.
Hey Kickstarters, my name is Andrew, and I'm one of the co-founders of Write-A-Race. Our goal is to create a more convenient, fun, and better way of taking notes or creating fantastic drawings. I've been a university student for the last 8 years now, and in that long time, I have never been truly satisfied with traditional pencil and paper when it comes to fully erasing my notes. Most of the time, the lead leaves behind annoying marks and shadows. Sometimes these marks get in the way of whatever I'm writing to the point where I have to stop working and start over on a fresh piece of paper. Well, we've finally come up with a solution for that, and we call the family Write-A-Race. Write-A-Race are the finest in dry erase notebooks. Our latest prototype gives you the best writing experience you will ever have. By combining our ultra high quality dry erase paper with standard dry erase pens, your work will stay unharmed from sliding the papers when turning a page or from contact when closing the notebook. On the other hand, Write Erase still retains their ability to be easily erased with the supplied pen eraser, leaving absolutely nothing behind. No marks, no streaks, just Write Erase. So for our production, we chose the highest quality paper, spraying method, binding, and even notebook covers. With the 2 extra transparent sheets, now you can work on top of an original design. After ordering paper from around the world and experimenting with different coating techniques, we have finalized our design.
Hi, I'm Mel Christidis, and here is a quick look at some of the top stories in the crowdfunding world. First up, in Toronto, Canada, a crowdfunding site is offering material incentives in exchange for donations. Greedygiver.com allows perks for donations in the form of things like discounted yoga packages, macaroons, or even gift cards. The website also does work with 35 different charities, such as Autism Ontario. Next, Monster Worldwide, the popular American job listing site, has acquired websites TalentBin and Goziak through the equity platform Funders Club. Both are tools that aim to link social networks with job opportunities, something I'm sure Monster will be raving about. Finally, in the upcoming months, Crowdfunding Beat will be holding a conference and expo in several places around the world, including America, Canada, and France. The expo will bring traditional private investors together with crowdfunders, giving them an opportunity to network, to find new partnerships, and to discuss the current state of the crowdfunding industry. Well, that's it for today. For a look at all these stories and more, check out our website at CrowdBox.tv. See you next time.
And that was the lovely Melissa. Now, moving on. Our next video is a very clever, innovative product from the team at PLX Devices. Luxor is the flashlight reinvented. The computer-controlled digital focus system, or DFS, delivers perfectly uniform light patterns, ideally suited to the human eye's full range of vision.
Hi, I'm Paulo Trinical, technology enthusiast and inventor of Luxor. Growing up here in the Silicon Valley, California has inspired me and has fueled my passion for developing technology to the next level. What we're doing with Luxor is to design the world's best all-purpose flashlight. The idea for Luxor was born while working on remodeling projects around the house. I was constantly put into situations where I needed to decide between a lantern light or a focused beam light, and carrying both lights made it extremely cumbersome and limited my ability to finish the job efficiently. I was on the hunt for an intelligent flashlight, a flashlight that can deliver wide angle and projecting beam light. Another problem with flashlights is that you never know how much charge is left. Having to guess at the state of charge of my batteries proved to be troublesome and unintelligent. What sets Luxor apart from other flashlights is the ability to focus from 270 degrees wide to 12 degrees beam with just the simple act of pressing a button. Luxor is able to accomplish this feat with an integrated computer processor individually controlling 7 Cree LEDs. It's the world's first digital focusing flashlight.
Our biggest challenge was developing the digital focus. We wanted a flashlight that was comfortable in one hand while delivering the versatility of many flashlights. We spent over a year optimizing the beam, the shape, and the light patterns in order to deliver the best all-around performance.
Oftentimes, using a new product with advanced technology can be very difficult. With Luxor, it feels completely natural. Once you have it, you will fall in love with it.
With all the features Luxor was capable of delivering, we wanted to make sure that the flashlight was also easy to operate. Focusing, dimming, viewing the OLED screen, and changing the modes were all carefully considered when writing the software to deliver the best user experience.
Luxor is superior. This technology greatly advances how we work in low light conditions. It's a game changer. Luxor is a digital camera of flashlights in a world still using film technology.
Luxor can be recharged by plugging it into any USB port. With Luxor, you'll save thousands of dollars of just batteries alone. Join the revolution to bringing the future.
Trigger bell is a new approach to bicycle bell design. What makes it special is that it fits underneath your handlebars. You can access your brakes, your gears and the bike bell all at the same time, all while maintaining full control of your bike. I was in an accident with a car. I was on my bike and I had to swerve to avoid a pedestrian who'd walked out into the road in front of me without checking. I couldn't reach my bicycle bell. And so Trigger Bell was conceived out of the idea that I needed to have a bicycle bell in a position on my handlebars that I could brake, control my bike and ping the bell at the same time.
The main engineering challenge was trying to get a reasonably powerful living spring in quite a tight space to fit around all the levers and arms on the bike handlebar. We did a lot of CAD work to really get the components into as small a space as possible.
Trigger bell is made of three components, the bell, the trigger and the strap. The bell is made of brass. The reason why we chose brass is because of the acoustic qualities and it's a very high quality material. The trigger and the bar strap are both made out of acetal, which is more traditionally used in mechanical parts and bearings. I've gone to various cycle shops around London to get feedback on the design and insights from other cyclists.
The majority of the bells on the market are built to be put on the handlebars by the stem, meaning that you have to take your hands off, losing control of the bike. The trigger bell allows you to use the bell in a way that doesn't compromise braking or control, which with the amount of cyclists that are on the road, every split second can count and be the difference of avoiding an accident or being involved in an accident.
It's such a change, such an improvement, I think, from a traditional bicycle bell, that once people see it working and get to play with it, suddenly the penny drops. There's a eureka moment of why haven't bicycle bells always been designed like this? In the same way that a brake is always accessible by your fingertips while you're gripping your handlebar, why isn't a bicycle bell also accessible in that position as well? My vision for Trigger Bell has always been to try and make cycling safer. My hope is that when other cyclists are able to use Trigger Bell, they will be able to improve their safety and also the safety of other road users as well. To get to this point has taken over 2 years.
My name is Nick Roxburgh. I'm a documentary filmmaker and I'm here at the University of Leeds with my crew getting prepped to shoot some of the final interviews for a climate change documentary called Atmosphere. It's a project we've been working on for nearly a year and it's something we're really excited about.
So our film explores how the atmosphere around the climate change issue has evolved over the past 25 years since it first burst into the public consciousness. It looks at the current state of play and it considers how our choices over the next few years could shape our lives and our planet for decades and indeed for centuries to come.
So to make this film, we've spoken to dozens of leading scientists, journalists, politicians, business leaders and campaigners, really trying to take a deep dive into the defining issue of our time. We've woven together their ideas, experiences and perspectives to create something pretty unique, something that helps us understand how we've got to where we are, but also shows that this moment we're in right now could be a defining moment as we look towards the future.
In the run-up to the 2009 UN Climate Summit in Copenhagen, it seemed a true breakthrough in climate action could be achieved. Since those heady days, climate change has seemingly dropped out of the public consciousness and down the political agenda. But Given the latest findings of the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, it's clear that quite the reverse is necessary. The urgency for action is growing.
Governments around the world are readying for another big push next year to achieve a global deal on emissions reductions. Whilst the build-up is more muted than in past years and the optimism more qualified, progress is possible. It's important that in the run-up we learn the lessons of the past and openly explore the choices for the future whilst we still have a chance to shape it. We hope that this film can at least make a small contribution to that end.
Atmosphere is nearing completion. We've shot some brilliant, insightful interviews, documented the release of the IPCC Climate Science Report in Stockholm, and filmed at the latest UN Climate Summit in Warsaw.
Join us on this journey and help make the film a reality. Thank you.
What is the Project Art Festival Tour? Well, it's a TV show covering transformational music festivals. Project Art is now officially an up-and-coming media and production company with a collective of some of the best festival filmmakers and artists in all of Southern California. They combine community, music, art and film, bridging the gap between you and the best in rising talent.
I'm James Robert Childers, and last winter I came up with a concept for a new production company. One in which I envision going to transformational music festivals and bringing that information to the mainstream. Several months later, in the spring of 2013, I created Project Art. It started out as a company that cut promotional content for festivals, but since then it has grown into something much more incredible. In just 9 months, we have created a variety of media content ranging from advertisements, music videos, reality TV shows, web series, and most importantly, documentaries. With a devoted, talented group of filmmakers and editors, we've consistently created top-notch content. But in order to make next year's production just as successful, we're going to need your help. We're raising funds for what we call the Project Art Festival Tour, where we're going to travel to as many transformational music festivals as we can and bring you guys along for the ride. While we're there, we'll be gathering footage for 3 primary projects. The first is a mini-series called Festival Goers, which will be interviewing some of the most interesting and exciting undiscovered artists in the festival scene. The second will consist of festival promos, which can already be found on our Vimeo page. Finally, we'll be gathering footage for a documentary focused on the effects of these festivals on mental health. You see, what a lot of people don't realize is these transformational festivals are very different from the larger mainstream festivals such as EDC and Coachella. Although they play just as much, if not more music, they're able to create an incredible atmosphere of acceptance and understanding. When you're at these festivals, you're surrounded by some of the nicest, most sociable people around, and nobody is a stranger. Everybody becomes a part of the event, and if you've never been to a real transformational festival, this is a chance to see what you've been missing. I've covered many festivals over the years, and I know exactly what makes each individual festival stand out. Project Art was created to share the amazing things I've seen and to invite you into a world that you might otherwise not know exists. With your help, we can create tons of mind-blowing content that will highlight the best that the transformational music festival world has to offer. And on behalf of the entire Project Art team, we thank you so much for your support.
Interesting projects. Coming up next is the Promix Vortex Mixer, designed for liquid and powder mixing or liquid substance blending. The Promix opens up a world of mixing possibilities, from protein supplements and fruit or vegetable supplements through to omelettes, milkshakes, baby formula, or even your favourite cocktails.
A $92 billion industry, and this is the best we can come up with. Surely there's a better way to mix our health supplements. I was sick of carrying around ugly, rattling bottles and drinking lumpy nutritional shakes, and half of which would just end up on my shirt anyway. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to do something about this. ProMix is the world's most advanced drinks bottle with integrated vortex mixing technology. The ProMix mixing bottle utilizes a scientifically engineered blunt blade to harness the powerful mixing action of a natural phenomenon, the vortex. Where studies have shown that the mechanical stress caused by regular blenders can damage fragile micronutrients, the ProMix vortex mixing technology effectively disperses powdered nutritionals, keeping them evenly distributed throughout the liquid, for the smoothest nutritional shakes on the planet.
It hasn't been easy. We went through a rigorous design process and 18 months of development, and too many prototypes to count. ProMix is the perfect tool for blending all powdered nutritional products, be it sports nutrition, powdered proteins, or other health supplements. It'll even mix your omelettes for you. It functions brilliantly, but we're equally proud of the beauty and simplicity of its design. We really tried to think of everything, from a totally sealed, easy-to-use drinks cap to a detachable motor unit, leaving the bottle in its own entity for improved portability and easy cleaning. And it's all powered by 2 AAA batteries. Couldn't be simpler.
The good news is, a limited number of these are already in production, so those of you quick enough can get your hands on one right now. We also ProMix 2.0, complete with a rechargeable battery pack, more power and torque, an integrated supplements dispenser, and all finished in brushed aluminium. This little beauty is the next generation ProMix, so join us and let's make this a reality.
It hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy. We've been through 18.
And all brushed in finished aluminium. I used to look like this guy. Come up with.
It'll even mix your omelettes for you. It'll even mix your eggs for your omelettes. It'll even beat your eggs for you. Or even mix a cocktail. Getting all cheesy now. How about mixing your baby powders? A mean mojito in your ProMix.
Another fantastic episode and some really interesting crowdfunding projects. If you have a project you would like to have featured on CrowdBox, visit CrowdBox.tv, and you can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook. I'm Stella English, and this was CrowdBox TV. See you next time.